Look, I know I'm a month late, but I did want to watch this video on camera, you feel what I'm saying? Because I did see the first video from this guy's series. This guy basically remade God of War 1, but he didn't remake the entire game, obviously. He remade the intro of the first game, and it looked really good. He made that intro look really good, and I wanted to see if he was able to animate, like, maybe gameplay, or maybe he just did another cinematic cutscene. Regardless, this guy makes God of War look really cool, especially the older games, because I feel like a lot of people are really familiar with the Norse games, but y'all need to understand that that first God of War game, that shit does desperately need a remake. I think that has been overdrawn to have a remake. I hope that the next game Santa Monica does with the series is a God of War remake, but I'm just yapping. This guy did it first, and yeah, we're just gonna see what he did.
I am so disappointed. I was at least expecting a remaster for the 20th anniversary, and all we get is this piece of
facts. I ain't gonna lie, that was a L move.
I'm gonna do it myself, and this time we're gonna have
Let me put the resolution
up. Kratos design, undead legionnaires, the GNC, and the Hydra. Just
okay.
Wait, Sony, this is gonna be everything you never gave us. I'm gonna start with the brand new Kratos design, since the previous one didn't get much love. For the new design, just imagine Kratos from God of War 3 having a baby with Kratos from God of War Valhalla.
Okay.
Wait, I took the negative comments seriously and decided to fix all the issues we had with the previous design, like its weird looking mouth. Fixed. You think he was so skinny? Fixed. Doesn't have six-pack abs. Fixed. Why does he have 4 toes? Those are not 4 toes, you idiot. The pink is covered by the sandals. I even changed
fat ass sandals.
Much meaner, much stronger.
Alright, what is he looking like? I ain't gonna lie, yeah, this is a pretty good model for Kratos. One little side tangent I will say is that, listen, God of War Valhalla came out, and you play the game, you unlock the young Kratos skin in that game. I just feel like the Kratos in that game looks super buff. Like, Kratos in the original always had like muscle mass, and he was always like muscular and stuff like that, but you see in this picture Kratos is kind of lean a little bit. Like, he's not really like a buff ass guy. He doesn't become super buff until, like, you know, the Norse games, but back in Greek mythology, at least in the first game, I remember Kratos being a lot more like lengthy, a lot more like slim, lean. But yeah, and my point is, in Valhalla they make the young Kratos skin look like brolic, and it's like I don't remember Kratos being humongously brolic.
Nothing too fancy, just added a reference, shaped the plane to match the image, added some thickness, modeled the handle, and tried to make a basic shape. I added some resolution and started sculpting the detail. Then imported the Substance Painter and textured it to perfection. But check this out. I added an emission texture to the blades, so they can glow like hit at middle. Thought it would be cool, right? Time to work on the undead legionnaires.
Okay.
While playing God of War Valhalla, I noticed the undead didn't quite feel right. They looked a bit too clean and muscular, like some gym dudes painted gray. Let me show you how I do it.
Yeah, I agree.
Zombie model from Mixamo, which was perfect for what I had in mind. It's not cheating, I'm just borrowing it. I imported him into Blender, sculpted his face, removed his pawns, and started modeling and changed the color of the skin to a darker greenish color.
I'm ready to say they're like green.
Don't ask me how I know this. Oh my god, it looks so cool already. We're done. I took inspiration from
bro is really
with a FNAF poster. And finally,
bro is really getting busy. Like, Santa Monica, I gotta see something from you.
Next up, we're bringing the Hydra to life.
Okay, I gotta see it. Nah, the Hydra gotta be fire.
I kept the original game open on my second monitor to use as a reference. To create the ocean, I added a plane and applied.
Bro, if you don't fight back on that other screen, excuse me.
It looked fine until the camera moved. So I went back to the original game to see how they did it. And turns out they used animated cloud textures on a sky dome. So I tried doing that by adding a sphere, slicing it in half, and throwing some cloud textures. I animated the clouds to move and even layered some more clouds on top of it for extra drama.
Okay, this shit look fire.
So no matter where the camera moves, the lighting always follows. And I can't believe it actually works! You can see the differences before and after using this technique. It even applies on our environment. Honestly, I wasn't expecting it to be so good. Did I just invent a new way of lighting? I definitely deserve an Oscar for this now. Next up comes something pretty cool. Remember this hatch on top of the ship or the undead trying to break through? For my version, I made the chains move naturally with the hatch and added one of the undead underneath, as if he's stuck there and can't break through.
Yuck.
And added some ropes and cloth moving with the wind to make the scene more stormy and dynamic. And with that, our environment is finished.
That's fire. That's fire.
Alright. Now comes the moment I've been the most excited about.
Shit, me too.
Oh my god, this is so cool.
Yo, that deadass looks like an Unreal Engine.
I thought it would be cool to include that also. Ladies and
regeneration.
The Hydra.
Okay, not bad, my boy. That shit look fire.
The first shot we're going to make is the iconic opening where Kratos faces the undead. So I dropped Kratos in the scene and animated him taking a few steps forward before grabbing his blades. And here's the tricky part. You can't just make a character grab something in 3D.
Yo, he always showing Kratos' ass and did, bro.
In my previous video, a lot of you didn't like how Kratos' face moved. Some of you said it was janky, weird, or even garbage. So this time I spent way more effort and even gave him facial wrinkles to make it more believable and layered tons of his shoulders look weird as fuck. You guys actually pointed that a lot in my previous videos, saying stuff like his shoulders look off, Kratos is disabled, has fucking boobs.
Yo.
This messes by using shape keys. What it basically does, you go to the frame where the shoulders start looking weird and fix them manually by using sculpting. For the next shot, I'm going to remake this scene, but for my version, I wanted to introduce the undead one by one. So the camera slowly pans from left to right until finally
this shit look like a Gorillaz music video.
This idea was inspired by this amazing shot from God of War 3 and even made their glowing eyes flicker slightly, giving them a creepy, possessed vibe. And with that, shot 2 is finished.
Okay, this is looking kind of clean.
For shot 3, the original idea was super short. The zombies show up, a small Hydra pops up and eats one of them, then Kratos feels something behind him, he turns around, there's the giant Hydra.
Oh, so he's combining a bunch of different
honestly,
scenes together.
The audience that after they...
Damn, that is true. Mind you, bro only made one video.
So I decided to change the plan and go all out. Fights, chaos, adrenaline, blood.
Okay.
I started with a rough animation of Kratos' iconic fight, then polished it and filled in between the frames until it looked epic. Next up, the animation of the blades. It was really simple.
I can't wait to see the final result.
Here's how it looks in action.
Okay.
For the undead, I used something called modular animation. Basically, if you played the original game, you'll probably know that the blades always leave a fiery trail behind them. I found this amazing tutorial by Cartesian Caramel that shows you how to make a similar effect using geometry nodes. And it was okay, but I added my own twist to it and made it look like fire with some embers behind it.
That shit like God of War Ascension low-key.
To make a realistic blood material, we need to turn down the roughness all the way to 0, then crank up the subsurface gathering. Now it looks like milk coming out of his nipple. But when you change the colors to deep red, boom, you've got yourself some realistic blood. I also got a cool idea when I was playing Devil May Cry 5 a while ago. You know how when you hit the with a sword,
the GOAT. Man, Devil May Cry need to come back too.
Awesome. I spent hours messing around with it. And here comes the moment I've been dying to show you. Remember in the
pause, my nigga.
Vanished when we killed them. Yeah, baby.
Yo, does he have 200? Yo, look at all the red orbs he got.
I also thought it would be fun to reference the original game by adding red orbs. But for my version, I tried something like a glowing liquid energy. Kind of like blood, you know?
That shit like Soul Eater.
Now it's time to add some slow motion. And you might think, oh, that's the easy part, just decrease the speed. Wrong! Blender doesn't do slow motion the traditional way. Just doesn't work like that. Even games from 25 years ago.
Oh my god, Prince of Persia Warrior Within. Yo, y'all know nothing about Prince of Persia, bro. Like, Prince of Persia was like the hack and slash before God of War. It was in the era of Devil May Cry, but it's just one of the GOATs too. Shouts out Prince of Persia. Like, that game need a remake too. Like, the original Sands of Time trilogy, that needs a remake ASAP.
Stay tuned because next up we have Kratos versus the Hydra.
Facts.
For the final shot, I started with animating the Hydra emerging from water. I even made its ears shake using a noise modifier.
Yo,
I thought it would be
one thing, I was trying to save this story to the end, but I just can't help myself. I remember when I very first played God of War, right? When I first played this game, I was in love with it. I remember I could not put the game down. I remember distinctly I got stuck on the Hydra boss fight. Yo, it was to the point where I had to get my pops to fucking beat the boss battle for me. And I remember my dad, after beating the boss battle, even him, he wanted to continue to play the game, bro. Like, man, God of War is just such an amazing game. Listen, I'm trying to bring it to y'all on the gaming channel, S.Kill, at S.Kill. Go check that channel out for the gaming vids. Bro, like, the Hydra is just such a iconic God of War boss fight. To me, it's the best one. A lot of people have their favorites in the series, but the Hydra, to me, even besides the nostalgia bias aside, the Hydra boss fight is just iconic. It's hype. And for it to be the first boss fight in the entire series, all the other boss fights just had bigger shoes to fill. That's all I'm saying. And to be honest, for it being the first boss fight of the game, it was the best boss fight in the entire first game.
And with that, our final shot is finished, and it was finally time to...
This shit look... Yo.
And after 7 months of modeling, animating, rendering, post-processing, that cake. I'm sure you want to subscribe because there's even more exciting content coming. Enjoy the video.
I got you, my boy. Let's get it. To the depths of Hades. Yo, this shit is cleaner than a bitch. Okay. Alright, get busy. That was square, square, square. Triangle. Wait, no, I'm lying. Okay. Rage of the Gods action. Yo, this is so fire, bro. Santa Monica, what are y'all doing in the background, bro? Cause, okay. Ooh, okay. Hydra pulling up. Okay. That shit. Okay. Right? Coming 2026? Like, what's up?
Again, huge thank you to War Thunder for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to
No,
vote for
thank
on
you,
PC,
bro.
PlayStation, Xbox,
Thank
or
you for
mobile.
bringing
Now, by
us
using our
this.
links in the pinned comment.
I'm gonna tell you like this, y'all. This was like the complete opposite of the last video that we watched. That was God of War. The last one that we watched, if you guys didn't see it, you guys should check it out. We watched a God of War fan animation. It was basically a an AI animated fight between Kratos and Ares at the end of the first game. And man, look, I know a lot of y'all don't fuck with AI. I have mixed feelings on it and shit like that. But I bring that up to say that this video is the complete opposite of what happens when you take one guy with one passion, right? One guy with a passion to make something look so fire, bro. Once again, imagine if we had the right team behind certain shit. We had the proper people to animate a God of War anime or a God of War animated series. Or, bro, I hope Santa Monica is cooking up a remake for God of War 1 because that is the #1 thing I'm waiting for right now. I low-key want to remake a God of War 1 more than I want a continuation of the series as of the moment. I know that sounds crazy, but I don't know. Like, I think a remake of the first game would just be amazing because that first game is just so fire. I have to play it for you guys on the other channel. But hey, man, shouts out my boy right here, man. Shouts out Ali Filmworks. You know what I mean? Subscribe to him, absolutely. He's about to hit that 200K mark. So yeah, get bro to 200K. He put that work in. He put that grind in. He said 8 months. But if you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.